Lots of us in the UFO community are watching the clock tick as we wait for the declassified report to drop from the UAP task force. The countdown started back in December. They were given 180 days to piece together a report about one of humanity's most elusive mysteries. Are we being visited? And are we alone? Congress has asked the Director of National Intelligence for a comprehensive breakdown on the UAP topic. This is just another example of how this topic is being taken to another level in the eyes of Congress and in the eyes of the general public. Well, what can we expect to be done in 180 days? The phenomenon has been here forever, in my opinion. So how does one compile a successful report in 180 days on such a deep topic? Guys, I'm a bit worried, because if the ball is dropped on this report, how far away will that put us from the goal line? If the correct messaging and the data is not all there, if the right points aren't made, what if this report doesn't strike the nail on the head? The force and the momentum that has been created by ATIP and TTSA and the UFO community in the last 3 or 4 years, if this report doesn't have an effect and do its job, I'm worried it's going to knock us off of our access in the eyes of the general public. As humans, we're supposed to learn from our mistakes, right? If you look into history, you'll see that that is not always the case. So I hope that this report doesn't have the same effect that the Condon report had for the UFO topic and the UFO subject. After looking at hundreds of files from Project Blue Book, from NICAP, from APRO, after all that, the committee released a report that said that the study of UFOs was unlikely to lead to any major scientific discoveries. Now, that final report had a huge effect on the progress that could be made on this topic. Because now, people were saying that there was no reason to look into it. There was no reason to study it. And if you were a member of the general public, you're going to trust what comes out of this report. We need to hope that whatever comes out in this report doesn't end up shelving the topic completely. Now, I know this report isn't the end-all, especially for me and you, but the general public needs to see a positive statement coming from this. My friends, it is the general public that we need to worry about, because they are the strength, they are the force that will make this topic more and more acceptable. See, I often say that we must never stop searching for the truth. And honestly, you and I, we are living the search. For many of us, it's already part of who we are and our lives. Let's not forget the years of swamp gas and redacted comments and the government flip-flopping on saying if they had these secret projects dedicated to studying the UAP topic. It's a perfect example of how this is a double-edged sword. Disclosure is a double-edged sword. We need to be careful. You and I, here in this community, all we can do is sit back and wait and hope that this report actually catches the attention of Congress and makes a difference. But my biggest hope from all this is that more people start coming out of the woodwork that are interested in this topic. More people like us start appearing in the masses. We need to realize that this topic is and has been very real, and belief influences behavior. And in this time, when UFOs are no longer being considered a belief, but are being considered a reality, what effect will that have on our behavior? Let's just hope, guys, that the behavior of the masses will evolve when it comes to this topic. We need evolved minds approaching reality in the future, because sometimes the truth is much stranger than fiction. So whatever happens, my friends, we must remember that when the countdown ends, we cannot let this stray us away from our search. This is barely the beginning. Let's think of the possibility that this report somehow takes the UFO topic to a level that we never thought possible. It's finally being taken seriously by all. The general public, Congress, everyone's on the same page. Well, this is where we need to strap up our boots and remind ourselves this is just the beginning. There will be, and there still are, so many questions that go hand in hand with this phenomenon that still need to be answered. And we will need to continue to dig further and further on our search for the truth. And what if we see a deja vu of the Condon report? What do we do then? Then, my friends, we must pick ourselves up, brush the dirt off, because a little dirt never hurt anybody, and we must push forward, stronger than ever before. But at the end of the day, either way, whatever happens, We must remind ourselves to never stop searching for the truth, because this is a truth that will help us unlock the secrets of this reality that we live in, a truth that will take us to a new level of understanding. My friends, we are not alone. And I know it sounds cheesy, but the truth is out there.